Okay, it looks like Nathan will be breaking first here.
I'm glad Nathan's right back up. Can hopefully shake off the couple mistakes he made in the last match.
Yeah. Good break. Pockets the 3-ball. Has a shot on the 2. Oh, excuse me, a shot on the 1.
And natural angle to come 3 rails for the 2-9 combo.
Apparently, Loy said something was dripping on table 4, and that's why Jason and Rick moved.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Well, now he's good.
I don't know about that.
Ah, he jumps well. And now with the 5-9 being, no 5-6 being tied up, it's almost a free jump.
Yeah, as long as you don't leave the 9 hanging in the hole. Very nice shot there by Nathan.
Very nice. He goes up 1-0.
Yeah, makes the 2-9 combo and takes the quick 1-0 lead. Let's take another look at that shot.
And just for good measure, he got the safe.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have Danny Mastermaker with his first turn at the table here in this match.
Troy, I just talked to the table mechanic here, and these are standard rails. That is, of course, a complete lie. I actually don't know if there is a table mechanic here, but I'm pretty sure these are just standard rails. So I'll take my medium, and I like iced coffee. I'm a little bougie, so I'll take my iced coffee and my 2 donuts. You can DoorDash them to me if you would like.
Thank you.
Yes. And with regard to the carbon fiber shaft conversation, me personally, I shoot with the Q-Tech and I absolutely love it. But my personal opinion is, was it Mucci? No, not Mucci. I think it is Mucci's. Mucci has the carbon fiber. Yeah, it's Ignite.
The Ignite is Mez.
That's what I meant. The Mez Ignite, to me, for the money, is the best carbon fiber out there. But it's all going to be personal preference. I am extremely happy with my Q-Tech. You're going to have to fight me to get that away from me. Then you have other players who absolutely swear by Predator. Then you have other players who love Jacoby. I mean, it's all going to be personal preference, just like with the maple shafts. and all the other low deflections when they came out. If any one was absolutely perfect, there wouldn't be a market for everybody. But there are more shaft companies than there are shoe companies. And that's because it's all going to be personal preference and feel. Another really good shot by Danny. Came back over for the fork and just tap the 4 in. We'll have a shot on the 5. And with how he's been shooting, there shouldn't be any issues here. No, I'm not going forward here. He looks like he's going to go forward. I draw this ball back. Yeah, I don't like going forward there. Yes, I'm very lucky. Bobby Ambrose is the one who actually is letting me use that Q-Tech shaft. I had an original 314 Predator, and was having an issue with my tip. And my tip guy, I only let 2 people touch my cues. Brian from Brian Repairs and Cues, and who's always up at Brews. He does almost all my work, and if I can't get to him, Felipe. Felipe will the cue that I shoot with now. Yeah, 1-1. So I was having a little tip issue, and Brian wasn't able to be available at the time, and Felipe was extremely booked because he is very popular and has a lot of work to do. So Bobby is like, here, if you want, use this until you get your tip fixed. So I used it for a day or 2, and then I got my tip fixed, and I was like, so I kind of want to just use this. He's like, all right. He said, I don't need it. So he's been letting me use it, and I really do love the shaft. No. I do not own it. That is your cue. I like it better when knowing that everything in my bag right now, except for my jump cue that I did just buy from Rick, everything else in my cue, in my bag, is somebody else's. Brian does sell cues. He does have a lot of cues for sale. He is not a pro shop though. He does not have a. You can't just go in and see all of his cues. But if you want a certain cue, he can find it for you or find one that he has that is close to it. He's making deals all the time for different cues, and he has a lot of really nice ones. Felipe makes cues.
And yes, Andrew, some things never change.
Yes, some things never. I like to try new things, so when people give me things to try, I try them. Yeah, because the cue I actually shoot right now is a Corey Barnhart blank that Felipe finished. And then I have the Q-Tech shaft on that. And after this weekend, and his 2-1 Nathan with that very quick out. After this weekend, I'm going back to the sniper tip. Brian put another tip on my cue, and it's not bad. It's just not something that I'm comfortable with. So I'm going back to the sniper, and I have a very basic setup. Oh, Nathan's fundamentals are top notch. So he has perfect fundamentals, and he's left-handed. So he has the best of both worlds. because everybody knows that lefties are more creative than righties, so he can see things better than most people.
Nico, I have not played much with a Joss cue, but the ones I have hit balls with, I did like.
I have played with a bunch of Joss, and Rick actually plays with the Joss.
Yeah.
Joss cues hit very good, and whether you get one of their production or their one-of-a-kind customs, you are getting a very good cue. And I'm in no way, shape, or form sponsored by anybody. So anything I tell you is going to be opinion of mine, and I've been around for more years than I like to admit. And I've played with so many different cues and so many different setups that I can pretty much give you an opinion on any cue you can come across. Yeah, they're all firewood.
I keep threatening to literally use mine as firewood. Although I'm not sure how well carbon fiber is going to burn, so less and less of what I carry is actually burnable.
Bobby, I will accept your donation, but I'm still going to put you out there as a Q sponsor every time I bring it up. So I think it's a fair trade. And when I finally win one of these tournaments, I will have a picture of you, me, and the shaft.
Ooh.
That Felipe Q, if I remember correctly, got broken in your car accident, right? It broke your Felipe Q, your case, and something else. Then again, that was also 10 years ago, so my memory might be a little bit off. I've owned a couple different Vikings.
I wasn't paying attention there. I thought Danny missed the two, when in actuality he was pushing out.
He did miss it too. Missed it horrible.
Yeah. My first cue was a Viking. It was, I mean, it was good for what it was. I'm not saying all Vikings are starter cues, but mine was a starter cue. It was probably about the cheapest Viking there is. But given I had just been playing pool for 2 months, it was a good cue to start out with.
One of my favorite cues I ever played with was a Falcon. I got it from a guy who played up at Bill and Billy's, and he had like 385 different cues, and he was in there playing with one. And it was real. It was
Country
very
Bob?
no. I can't. I honestly, gun to my head and give me 300 names to guess, and I wouldn't be able to tell you who he was.
Yes, how this is a 9-foot table. And Kyle is letting us know that Jason and Rick are Hill.
Oh, nice. How is he having such like? Jason is at the table. How is he texting him?
I don't know, maybe Jason went live on his phone and Kyle's watching it and letting us know. I have no idea.
Sujan, if you like OBQs, I know someone in the chat who has an OB2 shaft, and he'd probably sell it to you for a good price. Or maybe an OB original shaft. I also played with the OB for a while.
I have an OB break cue, but I haven't really ever played with any of their shooting cues.
And,
Oh,
oh, wow. And I know Rick jumps with the OB lift. OB is made here in Texas. Well, that's good.
yeah, Kyle, it is hard to just sit and watch and not be able to play.
Yeah, Sujan, if you got a shaft that butt that can fit a 3/8 10, the OB shafts are very good. I do like them, but it's all going to be personal preference. You just got to go out there and really settle with one and hit with it. I mean, look at Danny Mastermaker. Danny, I believe that's just a regular maple shaft, and a lot of people just use regular maple shafts. And for years and years and years, I wouldn't use anything else. And then I was told to, and then I did. Oh, Danny hit that ball good. What did I order?
I don't know. All right, so Danny evens the match up at 2. And it'll be Nathan to break.
I mean, I have ordered food before and completely forgot, but
Yeah, so have I.
I'm glad I picked this up, and I was like, okay, oh, cookie. I was just given a gift by one of the amazing waitresses here, and it is a cookie. A regular chocolate chip cookie, and I'm going to enjoy it. Oh my god, it's so soft. It is so soft. That was so awesome. Oh, I love that player sneak. I just choked on my cookie. Yes, I play Sujan, and listen, I had a sneaky Pete that I bought for $5. It was a player sneaky Pete that was a little beat up, and I shot with that thing for 7 years. And I owned everybody with that. I mean, it didn't matter who you were. I was beating you as long as you weren't, really good. Yes, Nico, I believe that as well. The more you pay for a cue, the better you will play. In that case, I have a nice Corey Barnhart that Felipe finished with a Q-Tech shaft. It's only $5,000. I will allow you to make payments. The first one must be at least $4,900, and the second one can be $100. Well, for the money, players' cues play better than anything. I mean, because you're paying $125, $150 for a cue, and they play absolutely fantastic. But you have to be comfortable. You have to be comfortable with whatever you're playing with. I don't care if it's a Southwest cue, a Black Boar, a player's cue, or one that you made. If you're not comfortable with it, I don't care what the name is on there. It's not going to help you make balls.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, Jason Kokenauer has defeated Rick Scarlato 7-6. Jason will now play Mike Soleil in the 5th, 6th place match.
I mean, Rick should still be very happy with his showing this weekend. He has had he had a pretty good run.
So good advice, Kyle. Getting to 7 first in a race to 7 is usually good advice for anybody.
Kyle, I know you. Have we ever played? Oh, the PF Flyers, yes. They make you run faster, jump higher, cut easier, and outrun dogs in the movie Sandlot. Benny the Jet Rodriguez. That's not me barking or trying to set up a match. I just really don't know. I've lost to so many different people, I can't remember everybody's name.
I know I played Kyle once in one of the Black Cat Tour events.
Looks like Nathan's going to go up 3-2.
Yes.
And I'm going to take another bite of my cookie. I hopefully don't choke on it this time.
The one event you and I played and you finished second, Kyle, you didn't get knocked out very quickly in that one at all.
What event was that?
It was one of the Black Cat Tour events.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I think you told me about that.
Yeah. Okay, Danny to break, down 3-2.
All right, I'm all cookied out now. Finish that thing. Oh, that was like a homemade, freshly warm baked cookie. Yes, Purex is the premium line of the players' cues. I actually bought a player's Purex cue with the HXT shaft or whatever they want to call it. I bought it to break it. I was playing up at the expo and I had a really nice cue uh, that I had just stolen off of somebody. That pretty much it was a $1,500 cue and I bought it for $300. And I kept miscuing. And I miscued twice in a really important match. Still won. And so I hit my cue on the table and then I realized this is a $1,500 cue. So I went over to the players' booth and I bought one of their cues just so that if I got mad again, I had that one put together during my next match, and if I got mad again, I was going to break that one.
I can't say much considering one time I got really mad, was about to throw my cue down and realized it was an expensive cue, put it down, pulled my $80 jump cue out of my case and snapped it in half.
Yeah.
Okay, Danny gets out and knots this match at 3.
Best in the world right now, you have to ask the pros. And if you're asking the pros, they're all saying Gorst.
Yeah.
Shane, Dennis, and Filler have all said none of them want to play Gorst right now. They say he is playing better than anybody else. Me personally, I'd probably have to go with Filler. But if the top guys are saying Gorst, guess what? I'm going to say Gorst too.
Yeah, like I said, I would have said Filler as well, but agreed hearing all of the top players saying Gorst. It's hard to argue with those guys.
The J&J jump break cues were, for the money, were a great deal. Especially if you get them on the last day of the expo, you could buy 2 for $100. They were awesome. I'd always wait for the last day of the expo, and I'd buy 4 or 5 of them. Then I'd go back to Bill and Billy's or Big Daddy's, wherever I was at the time, and sell them for $75 a piece. I'm not making much of a profit, but I'd make all my money back and get a free jump break cue.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little thin. Wow. Hey, just as I said with the match earlier with Jose, you gotta get lucky to win sometimes. I mean, everybody's gonna get a roll. Sometimes you're gonna get a bad roll. Sometimes you're gonna get a good roll. But every player has experienced both ends of it.
And
he got a roll right back.
Fire.
Gary, if you are listening, you know you are always welcome. But there is a breathalyzer test to sit down and be a commentator.
Monroe.
Yeah.
And Nathan flukes the 2-ball in.
See? Good rolls, bad rolls. They want to know if you can check see if
Yeah. Okay, the players are watching a replay of that last shot here because they're trying to determine whether or not it was a foul.
He had it slow down over here if you want to watch.
It's a foul. It's a foul. Yep. Yep. So slowed the replay down. We're able to determine that it was a foul.
And I just want to go on record and say if anybody was ever on the fence about Nathan, if that doesn't win you over, I don't know what. He's the one that asked for the replay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't Danny. Danny said, whatever you call. And Nathan's like, I want to be 100% sure for this situation. So if they can go back and look at it, I want them to look at it. And he said, I just want to, I don't want to be unfair. That right there, I was already a huge fan of Nathan.
Yeah.
That
I
right
agree.
there,
That's
um,
definite class there.
yeah, I will be a fan of him for life now. Until he beats me in the next tournament, then I'll be mad at him for about 10 minutes, and then I'll be back to it. Um, all right. So after that, Danny is going to go up 4-3. Ooh.
Yeah.
He tried to miss it.
Yeah. So 4-3, Danny. I will say, even without having looked at the replay, just seeing the way those two balls were sitting, if it had hit the 2 first and then the 6 would have gone back towards the long rail, not parallel to the long rail. So I was pretty sure it was a foul even before looking at the replay.
Well, the thing is, that's actually what Nathan said. He's like, I think that if I would have hit the 2 first, that the 6 would have gone that way.
Yeah.
And because of how it came off, he said, I want them to look at that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the 2 was enough past the 6 that it wouldn't have hit the 6 that way. It would have hit the 6 back towards the rail.
Danny has a good break. It's just going to be a slight masse on the 2. And the good thing is the 4 is right there, so you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You're just spinning this a little bit, it looks like. Yes. Just a kid, and he understands the importance of it, and it was just an extreme class act and a huge sportsmanship move. I love it. If anybody is looking to sponsor anybody, you can't go wrong with someone who would do that. That's as big a class act you can have for your organization.
Yeah, I completely agree, Tristan. Tristan, anytime somebody has that kind of honesty when there's this much money on the line, it's hard not to respect that.
And especially since Danny said, and Danny's the same way. Danny has a lot of character, respect, and everything. And he said, I'm going to go with whatever you said. So if you think it's a good hit, it's a good hit. We don't even need a replay. And Danny didn't even want to watch it. He said, I'm going to go with whatever is being said. I don't care. Cool. That's a good shot.
Danny elected to push out. Nathan played safe.
And looks like Danny can see the edge of it, but skimming the edge there goes right to the side pocket.
Yeah. And Danny misses the 2 in, 4-rail kick on the 2 ball. So Nathan now has ball in hand.
Spun it to a different angle than he probably 100% wanted. Now he can shoot this in the corner and just stun it over for the 6, and he'll have a pocket no matter where he ends up. There you go.
Yep.
And then you just roll this in the side. He'll have the 7. I don't want to roll it. You can roll it because you're going to go up table, give yourself a little bit of an angle. I like just jacking up and popping that ball.
Came around nicely. Well, a little closer to the side pocket than he wanted to get, but he's okay.
And that's going to make it 4-4.
4-4, yeah. With
Danny
I
break.
believe, to break.
Yeah.
I miss scoring beads over the lights so I can just look over to another table and see what the score is of a match. Slay and Kokenauer on 3.
Oh. Well, if I can see the paper from here, it says
If you can see the paper from here, I'm amazed.
It's 3-1. Nathan's break. Sorry, that's right. Nathan won the lag flip.
Okay.
So he does have control of the match at being even. And
Good break by Nathan.
very good
3
break by
balls.
Nathan.
Not the easiest of shots here on the 1 ball. And he elects to play safe and does not get there.
No. And leaves it pretty open for Danny.
He does.
I'm surprised he didn't go for that shot.
I am too. But in all honesty, also, even given that he elected to go to play safe, I'm surprised he didn't get there, because that was a safe that I would have expected him to be able to execute.
Yes. He'd be off by a half an inch on the rail, which made it off by about 3 inches when it came off. So.
Danny elects to play safe as well, and
Also,
did not get there. I'm not sure what's going on here. Both players playing fairly conservatively.
Yeah, these are both aggressive players with great eyes and great shooting ability, and they both went for a safe when I thought they both could have made a shot and got out.
Well, Nathan makes the shot this time.
And he bumps to 5 for easier shape.
Yeah.
So now you can shoot the 4. I like going 3 rails for the 5. Some people just like drawing back. I think you can get in trouble. I go 3 rails so you can always create your angle.
Yeah, I agree. So does Nathan.
I will play that with anybody in here.
Right. Comes around underneath the 6 ball.
Ooh, leaves himself a sort of weird angle.
Yes.
But he's young, left-handed. He's just going to pop this off the rail and come across for the 7. Yep.
Yeah, I hit that with confidence.
Yeah.
Nathan gets out. Takes the 5-4 lead. Be Danny to break.
Jeremy, do you also have a YouTube, or is it just on Facebook?
I believe Jeremy's just on Facebook.
You gotta step your game up. I don't know why. I cannot get comfortable today with this. It's always got to be something with me. Something's got to be off. I mean, something's always off with me a little bit, but I just don't get it.
Good break by Danny. He's left himself a little bit of a tricky shot on the one here. It's not.
He can, honestly, he can just float this in from where the 2 and the 4 are. He doesn't
Yeah,
have.
I don't know. I just don't like shooting this ball from off the rail at that angle. But
I completely understand that. Okay. Sujan, I do believe it is going to be a 2-day tournament.
yes, he's taken 96 people, so that better be a 2-day tournament.
Yep, there. That answers that. And they don't have the same, since they're not a bar, they don't have the same rules and regulations. They can go all night, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because, I mean, a lot of bowling alleys
Oh.
do have bars and serve alcohol. I don't know whether or not they're one of them.
Okay, because I also know with some of those, because of how the bar is set up, they can close down the bar and everything else is still open. But
Yeah, it depends on this. Not having been there, I can't say.
Yeah, we've never been there, so we don't know how the setup is.
Yeah.
But you know, it is definitely 100% going to be a 2-day tournament.
But the thing is, even if they can go all night, doesn't mean they will.
No. It just means if it can be all night, there's going to be a lot of tired people the second day, because unfortunately, pool players are not smart. You're still in a tournament where you can make thousands of dollars, but you're going to grind all night for $30 sets. That's how stupid we are. And we will do it, and everybody in here knows it, because most of you guys have done it. All right, so Danny's going to just come around 3 rails, out for the 5. Now he can go forward and just come off the rail because the right side rail, or he can just draw back. I draw this ball back. There you go. And here I'm just stunning it to the rail and spinning it close to the 7-8. And if you can get a clean draw without touching the 8, go ahead. If not, you can go forward and actually bump the 8 and be fine. All right, good. Danny making quick work of this, showing that why a couple years ago he was one of the most feared players in the area. And it is 5-5, and it'll be Nathan to break.
That's louder than I thought. So another good break by Nathan.
Except for that 4.
Oh.
Nah, he's still good.
Yeah. 4 ball tried to get in the game, but it stopped a little short.
Hey, only 11 hours and 23 minutes until my phone's charged. Be careful how you kiss off that 2. Yeah. Alright, he's going to be fine.
Yep.
Don't have to do much here. Stun it over just a little for the 4. Don't try and be too cute here. Just put a little left on here, go to the head rail, spin over, and give yourself angle to get back on the 6. Go 2 rails and bounce off that second rail. Oh, he got a lot of spin on that. That thing just took off. If you feel confident enough, I'm coming above the side pocket. Take it completely out of play. And just trust yourself to make the shot.
Yep.
Go forward 1 rail, right back up. He's been hitting the weight room balls. He's hitting these balls a little hard. Yeah.
Stuns across to shoot the 9 in the same corner. Take a 6-5 lead with us, and it'll be Danny's break.
All right. Danny's break needs to come with 1. Mr. Bruner, I have not seen you in. Actually, no, you were at one of our events at Brews. You just didn't play. At the Maryland State, I believe. Or it might have been. Yeah, it was Maryland State. I think you came and just didn't play. Danny makes a real good break. Yeah.
He's got the 1, 2, and 4 all right there together down at the, or rather up at the head of the table.
Yeah, you don't got a lot of me, Chris. I know you're not washed up. You're just resting and relaxing and waiting for your move. Yeah, this should be a break and run, and it should end up making this go hill-hill. Average price, I would say it matters where you're going to. It's going to be cheaper down south than it is up north. That's just unfortunately national economics. But you can look for anywhere between 9 and 11 an hour for a regular pool hall.
Unless you're around New York City.
Unless you're around New York City, then I hope you have the black card by American Express that doesn't have a limit. That's what you're going to need. You're going to be paying about $15 to $20 an hour. I don't know if he got it. I think he did.
I think he did, yeah.
I think he got the angle, yeah.
Should be able to just come out 2 rails, play the 5 on the side. Bit hard. Play the 5 in the opposite side that I was thinking of.
I don't think that's hard. I think that's exactly where a lefty wants to play that ball. He's a little straight, but he can push this up. Yeah.
Okay, that should be all she wrote here. Just
Yeah,
roll this ball into the side.
Not really much you have to do. There's a lot you can do. It just matters your comfort level.
I would have gone forward and played the 9 in the upper corner, but he
See,
likes to draw out and play it in the lower corner.
Yeah, I'm with him. I shoot it that way.
Well,
very nice, gentlemen.
Nathan takes the match 7-5. Danny finishes 5th, 6th, and we will be back in just a moment.